So hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I promised you I'd make you this bread video. You are going to love this 1 hour, delicious, quick, yummy, soft, delicious bread loaves. You're gonna make 2 of them. So let's go over this. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Okay, so this is the busiest time of the day, which is late afternoon towards supper. We're trying to get everything done, just like you busy mamas out there, right? Yes, supper's got to be made, everything's got to be wrapped up, and this is going to be the perfect bread for this time because it only takes an hour. What? I know. I was like, what? So I saw this delicious bread recipe on Instagram, and I thought, why not give it a try? Of course, I've kind of changed it up a little bit to what I like. So you know what? Change it how you like it, okay? Try it different ways. That's the beauty of recipes like this, is that you get to take it, adapt it, and use what you prefer. So let me show you what I'm going to do because I've got to go milk my goat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process of the beginning stages of making the bread, and we're going to let it sit and we're going to let it rise. And in that meantime, I'm going to let my oven preheat, and then I'm going to run up to the barn, do my chores real quick, milk my goat, and run back, and then we will finish the process. Well. Let me stop for just a second because the sugar spilled on the floor. And then look here. Okay, let's get this party started before we have another disaster. Okay? All right, here's the thing we're going to be using. We're going to be using our hand mixer with the dough hook. You can mix and knead this by hand, so don't sweat the small stuff. It'll take you longer, but you can do it. You're going to need 5 cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups of all-purpose flour. Boom shakalaka. I already have it out there in the bowl. Let's hope it doesn't fall on the floor. I'm also going to be using oil. Now, the last time I made this, I made it with my olive oil. You can do that. It turned out great. Today, I'm going to be using sunflower oil because I want to use it up. Got to use it up out of my pantry, right? I'm going to be adding a little bit of honey. Yes, it's upside down. Boy, you turn me. Yeah, right here, cheap, easy honey. If you, whatever. It's going to be my sweetener. You don't have to add it. The original recipe doesn't, but we do it our way, baby. Okay, then you're going to need some salt. You're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. There's my salt. You'll see it up close here in a minute. Then you're going to need your yeast. Yeast, right? You're going to be using 1.5 tablespoons. Just throw it in there, baby. Don't sweat it, okay? Throw it in there. And then you're going to need 2 cups. This is a pint, as you can see right here, which is 2 cups of really warm water. That's it. That's all you got to do. So let's get mixa and get you through the process because girlfriend's got to get up to the barn. Cheers. So first things first, looky here. I'm just going to pour that really warm water right here in my mixer, right there in my bowl. Okay. There's the yeast, 1.5 tablespoons. And I'm such a goober when I went over the ingredients, and that's not perfect. Don't sweat it, y'all. Don't sweat it. Just throw it in there. I forgot to tell you that I'm going to be using sugar, right? So here's the thing. I'm going to be using 1/2 cup of sugar. You heard that right. Oh, we're breaking all the rules today, darling. So I didn't mention that earlier. 1/2 cup sugar. So water, yeast, and sugar. Gonna let it all activate and get all pretty and foamy in there. So I'm gonna mix it just a little bit. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. Gonna let that sit for 5 or so minutes. You can go ahead and work on something else. Let it foam up. Okay, so while my yeast is foaming up, shake it, shake it. You're shaking with it. You're shaking with it. I'm going to be doing doing everything backwards here. I usually film with my left hand. But here's the deal. I'm going to be putting in my flour about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, okay? And then we're going to mix this in, okay? Because you want the salt to be mixed in with your flour before you add it to this magic over here. Okay, can you see it? It's all foamy and poofy and bubbly. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of my oil. You can use olive oil or whatever you prefer, up to you. And about, I don't know, maybe 1/4 cup of the honey here. Fake honey, however you want to talk about it, guys. But I'm going to put it smack in there, and it's going to start mixing. At that point, what I'm going to do is add half the flour. Now, remember, I already kind of scrambled in, if you will, the salt. So the salt's already in there. And, you know, expect messes and to drop things because that's how we roll around here. Okay, let's get her going. My goat needs to be milked. Okay, so once the first half is mixed in, you're gonna go ahead and put in your second half into the mix. Let it blend it and mix it, mixa. Once it looks like a dough and it's pulled away from the actual bowl itself, then you'll know it's ready to go for it. Cover it up, let it sit, preheat your oven to 350, have 2 loaf pans ready. 2. All right, she's ready to roll. Like that, see? So what we're gonna do is just put her together a little bit, and then I'm gonna put a cloth over her. I'm gonna let her sit on the countertop by my warm stove for 30 minutes. That's the goal. I probably will be a little bit longer because I have to milk my goat and everything got a little bit off track, but that's not gonna be a big deal. But 30 minutes ideally is what you want, so let's get moving. Okay, I'm back in 35 minutes. 35 minutes, so no big deal. So this is what she looks like, very warm. I'm going to divide her in half. I'm going to knead it just a little bit, and then I'm going to pat it into 2 different loaf pans. I am going to put a little bit of parchment paper on the bottom. I always do. That's nothing new. No, you don't have to. You can butter it up, grease it up, whatever you want to do, girl. I'm going to put a little bit of parchment paper, okay? And then I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to bake it at 350 for approximately 30 minutes. You just eyeball it, girl. Just go with your gut. All right, here they are. They are in the bread pans and they are going in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. One is cast iron, one is glass. You can use stainless steel too. Whatever you've got, just go ahead and use it. It's gonna come out looking and smelling fabulous. Promise. All right, guys, there you have it. In an hour or maybe just a hair more, you're gonna have 2 beautiful loaves of bread. And buddy, I'm telling you, they are delicious, so delicious. We have eaten it with spaghetti. We've made it out of sandwich bread. We've eaten it for breakfast. And what I want you to do is get you some nice butter and lather it on there and get you some blackberry jam. Woo-wee. Guys, try it out. All of the information is going to be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. You can make bread. Yes, you can do it. Like, subscribe, and share. Godspeed. God bless. And honey, we'll see you on the next video.